What's up, everybody? CombatSolver here for another CombatArms video. This is the permanent weapons retiring as of today, Wednesday, the 22nd of December. Christmas is nearby, and you're gonna see these guns a lot now because they're all gonna be permanent, or people are gonna buy them. First off is the UMP-45, great SMG. I'm not gonna buy it though because I have the M960, and because this costs more. It's 12,450 NX, and it's 50% off. That's pretty good. So if you guys like the UMP, this is the baby you want. But I personally don't like it over the original GP because this has just too deep of a sound for some reason. Just don't like it. Next is a P90TR, which I hopefully will get, might not, because it is my favorite, one of my favorites. But it is pretty much like an M960, but just with the silencer. And it can have a scope, and it's 2,000. It's the same as the UMP for the amount of price, but I'm probably not going to get that because I already have the M960, which is cheaper. Next is the MK48 Mods E0, which is a pretty good machine gun, but the newer three, such as the MG36 and the other ones, which I can't remember, they're better. You like the Ultimax, yeah, they're all better than the MK48 Mod 0, but it's a good gun. If you like machine guns, or you do cabin fever or fire team a lot, you can get this. It's 9,950 NX, which is really cheap, about as much as I got my M960. Next is the M110 SAS, which is again a pretty good sniper rifle. Oh, yeah, it's a really good gun. I'm probably gonna get this because I'm gonna get a bunch of NX. It's cheaper than the two SMGs up here, but yeah, I'm probably gonna get it because I like it. It's one of my favorite sniper rifles. Not because it's semi, but because it's got great accuracy and you don't have to worry about missing too much. Next is the G3. It's a really great gun. It's, in my opinion, I think of it as a CX-4 Storm and a M416 CKB. I think it has more of a look of a CX-4 Storm, and I think it's got kind of a feel of an M416 CKB. That's just me, but I'm probably not going to get this because it'll require some GP put into it, and it doesn't have as big as a magazine as other weapons, so I'm probably not going to get that. But it's a great gun. If you want an M416 CKB, you can get this. It's pretty much the same thing, just a little bit fatter, and it's 9,950 NX, which is really great. Next is the AUG A3, which is another amazing weapon. I've used the SE version or the NX Rare version of this weapon a bunch of times, and I love it. It's like an AUG just without the scope and a really lower recoil. Like, you can spray in close quarters now. That's how much better it is. That's just my opinion. And like the G3, it's 9,950 NX. But the regular GP AUG does have a little bit of an advantage with its scope, but personally I prefer this over that. I don't like the AUG scope. Next is a double barrel Punisher, which is 7,950 NX, which is, I think, the cheapest or the second cheapest out of this whole list. Mostly because no one uses it. If you do use it, like Larvick said, you're a retard, but I'm not going to say that because that doesn't mean you're a retard. That just means you're really good and you know how to use it. That's the whole meaning and stuff. Next is the M590 Mariners, which I think is the same as the double barrel Punisher. No one's gonna buy that unless they need an M590 perm, which I don't think anyone does. I personally would rather get an M4 Super 90% or M4 Super Newbie, and it's 7,950 NX. I'm not buying that at all. And right here, Dragunov Black for 11,950 NX. Not very much worth it though, because I find the Dragunov series to be very horrible. Because they don't have the best accuracy. They got a decent rate of fire, and they got a pretty high damage, but their scope is horrible. I hate the scope. It's like a dot, and I can't live with that. Next is the FAMAS G2 for 9,950 NX, which is really great. If I wanted it, I'd get it, but I'm kind of sick of the FAMAS because I had it for 90 days, and it went black in my head, and I don't want it anymore, but it's a great gun. I suggest you buy it if you have the M416 CKB. Just do some different tests and stuff, and it's amazing. Next is the M1911 Knights, which is I'm gonna get that definitely. It's 3,950 NX, which is amazingly cheap. I'm gonna get it because I like the M1911 series, and because I need a good pistol because I don't like buying pistols over and over again, and I don't have the GP right now, so I'm definitely gonna get the M1911 Perm. It's beast. Another quick thing before we end this, up here, as you can see, Scorpions 3, Spiders 5. Scorpions only got 2 yesterday because Nexon, I think it was kind of rigged. I barely saw any Scorpions on yesterday. That's just probably me, but I think Nexon is my opinion. Like, they might have felt bad because they had like 1 to 5, which is like horrible, so they might have given them 2. But if that's not the situation, then good job to the Scorpions and good luck in the future for the competition. Alright guys, this is it for this video. Please like. It makes me go giggity in my pants. Like, giggity. Yeah, so yeah, see y'all later.